I'm going to be cutting up the very first part, double-sided. This one is going to have only a drill hole and the plexiglass groove. It's just two small functions. And then we're going to use the center drill hole to flip it over and cut the other part out on the other side. So we're ready for this to go. Okay, we're going to hit cycle start. We're going to stop this thing here. We're getting used to that. Okay, so we know that that's doing that. Okay, so far I think everything's right. We're going to do a little drill motion here. 8, 9, 10. Drilled the hole in the center. And now we're drilling the groove. It's going to be three levels. No, I'm not sure. Okay, I only did one groove. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to test that groove out to see if I made the groove deep enough. I'm going down like a tenth of an inch. That's the word. 0.1 inches. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test to see if that groove is deep enough for the plexiglass. Okay, it's my opinion after trying to get this plexiglass into the groove. It's not deep enough, so I'm going to go 1/4 of an inch deep. So, cycle start. So it's only going to do the groove. Now, next what I'm going to do, going to flip this over and take up the center using the hole that's already there. Okay, now I have the second tool path in there. We're going to throw the vacuum on and we're going to give this one a shot. And this will be cutting out most of the part, both sides. Cycle start. Mistake. I didn't flip the board over. So when it's done cutting these three parts, I'm going to stop it and then flip it over. Beautiful, beautiful. I got it. Yeah, I just being new at this, I forgot to turn the part over. But this part that I have right here, it goes all the way through. So we'll just flip it over now. Okay, I've made some new G code and tool paths that don't cut out these sections. So it's just going to be the groove and the profile. Profile is the outside cut. So that's ready to go. We're going to cut that right now. Vacuum. All right, I think that looks a whole lot better. Take a look at this a little closer. I think that groove, it looks like it's supposed to look like in the model pictures. Now we'll just take a little bit of sandpaper, clean all that up, and we're good to go. There we go, that's the filter groove, and we broke it by trying to yank it out of there, and I'll be able to fix that. That was just me rushing. I'll just cut this part out right here, and I'll be able to glue that back together. It's just that I'm rushing it right now. Okay, now that we have the second part all the way finished, we can see where we made a few mistakes. Me not cutting all the way through. I'm going to start cutting closer to the table, and instead of leaving just a little, like a little bit of a fraction of an inch, I'm going to try to get pretty much close to the table, if not just a little bit into it, to avoid that. And another thing I need to look at is if this groove, if I feel like this groove is not going to be strong enough, like if it's going to break out, I need to consider that. Then I can just move this groove in a little bit further. It might be a little bit good idea to try to, maybe it might be a good idea to just go ahead and do that anyway. But that's what this first one's going to be all about. It's about finding out where everything belongs. I also think it'd be a good idea to put like a bead of glue on this one to make sure that this doesn't break off either, because I'd like this to be about as close to the edge as I can get it. Now this, one of these two sides, I actually think it'd be this side, was supposed to have a taper on here. And that's so that when dust lands on here, it has a way of falling down. But because I didn't flip the part over, I wasn't able to put the taper on there. But that's really not that big of a deal. It's just going to be a little bit of shelf where dust will collect. And, if I ever change the filter, I'll just brush it off. But we want to have, when the filter's actually in use, we want it to be able to, the dust to be able to pass through and go into the next level. But overall, this is pretty good. This is the second part. And we're going to keep on going until we have them all done.